Hello, this is William Oughton, and I'm the Vice President of Claims here at Ontario Insurance Company. Welcome to this presentation on filing a claim that describes the different ways for agents or policyholders to submit a claim to us. To begin, I'd like to first discuss the two types of claims that our policyholders experience. The first category I'll talk about is liability claims. These are also known as third-party claims. This is because there are two parties to an insurance contract, the policyholder and the insurance company. The policyholder is considered the first party and the insurance company is considered the second party, and the claimant, or the person who suffered property damage or injuries because of the negligence of our policyholder, is called the third party. Some examples are listed here, and it's important to note that in each one, the insured, or the policyholder, becomes legally responsible for injuries or damages to someone else. Next, we can talk about property claims, also known as first-party claims. This type of claim is made when there is damage to property owned by an insured. Examples include damage to the policyholder's house, garage, television, carpet, or any other building or personal property owned by the policyholder. There are other examples listed here, and it's important to note that they all involve property owned by the insured. There is limited first-party coverage for non-owned property as well, so if a policyholder is in possession of someone else's property and it is damaged, be sure to check with our claims office to determine if coverage exists for that non-owned property. One final note about owned property and automobiles. Our policies generally exclude damage to an auto owned by a policyholder. Autos are typically covered under a separate auto policy, so we would usually deny any claims for damage to an auto owned by a policyholder. On occasion, an agent or policyholder will report what they often describe as a potential claim, with instructions to the insurance company to just maintain the information without setting up a claim. Unfortunately, once we are on notice of a potential liability claim, we must set a claim up. We have to investigate it and we have to take a coverage position. If we do not, we could run into a situation known as waiver and estoppel, which could mean we would be prevented from exercising our rights under our own policy. There are different ways to report a claim to us. A good way would be to report it by phone or regular mail. A better way would be to send it by fax or email, but the absolute best way is to simply go to our website at www.ontarioinsco.com. As you can see by this image of our website, there is an aqua-colored button with the label File a Claim. Now, I put a red circle around it here, but you won't see that red circle on the website. Just look for the words File a Claim. So let's talk a little about why the website is the best method to report a claim. Reporting by phone works okay during regular business hours, but after hours you'll have to leave a voicemail with us. If you call late on a Friday, we may not know about your claim until the following Monday. We've experimented with answering services to solve this issue, but found them to be too unreliable and costly. You could always mail a loss notice or a loss accord to us, and this would certainly ensure that we get an accurate, clear document, but the mail service can be slow sometimes and unreliable. Faxing your loss notice to 866-481-9115 works really well because it's generally fast. It also has the benefit of working 24/7 and gets auto-forwarded to an Ontario staff member immediately. However, faxes are sometimes not very clear. Also, paper jams are known to slow the process down, and if phone lines are interrupted somewhere between your fax machine and our eFax service, the transmission may not go through. This is very common during storms. Another great way to report your claim is to scan and email a loss notice to us at wauten@ontarioinsco.com. This is also fast, but the disadvantages are that you have to scan a loss notice and then attach it to an email, and you will have to remember the email address wherever you might happen to be. Another drawback is that this general email box is very active, and your email will be placed in the order that it was received, along with hundreds of other different kinds of emails that come into our claims office. As I said, using our website is the absolute best method to report a claim to us. It's fast and it's easy to fill out our claim report form. Once you hit submit, the form is immediately sent to an Ontario staff member 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Another advantage to using our form is that it provides us with all of the basic information we want immediately, which will help us get started on your claim faster. Also, you don't have to remember an email address. In fact, if you forget our website, just look us up on Google. As far as drawbacks to reporting a claim to us through your website, are there any? You do have to have a computer or mobile device connected to the internet. If you don't have that, definitely try one of the other methods I talked about earlier. So now you know about all of the different ways you can report a claim to us here at Ontario Insurance Company. We hope that this slideshow was helpful, and we thank you for taking the time to view it. Please feel free to contact me directly at 800-232-9118, extension 225, if you have any questions, and thanks for being an Ontario Insurance Company agent or policyholder.